presentation of Retro Sports Network, home of the champions of the past, present, and or future. And this will be the last hockey at lunch for a while as 49 baseball takes center stage. And yes, I'm wearing a baseball jersey. And yes, the Nationals have been postponed for COVID reasons. And yes, the Boston Red Sox were rained out. So I'll watch other things. There'll still be some baseball, but other things as we get ready for today, this first day of April. April Fools! 2021, we go back to December 17th, 1989, the Saturday before Christmas Eve, and the NHL shutdown for the holiday for, well, my two kind of favorite teams in the NHL, the Rangers and the Habs, playing at the Forum on this 17th day of December. Montreal in first place in the Adams division, 24-10-1. The Rangers in third in the Patrick, behind the Penguins. And the Philadelphia Flyers, they are 14-12-6. Bob Freese in the net for the Rangers and Patrick Waugh for the Canadiens. So, let's play some hockey, shall we? And if you're wondering, the CBS banner attacked the wife, and so there's no banner behind me. The ABC one is still hung up like a trophy. But the CBS one will get hung back up and we can find the proper hooks for it. Anyway, starters for the Rangers. Ulf Dahlin, the left wing, 11 goals, 7 assists. Lucien Deblois, 4 goals and 13 assists, 42 penalty minutes. Tomas Sandstrom on the right, 11 goals and 19 assists for the Rangers. Helps if I put the chat on, doesn't it? Michel Petit, the left D, 3 goals and 8 assists, 62 penalty minutes. And David Shaw, a goal and 4 assists. I don't remember him at all. 37 penalty minutes. At some point, Guy Lafleur plays for the Rangers. And Bob Freese, or Froze, the goalie at .335. The goals against average and a save percentage of .893. Your starters for the Montreal Canadiens. Bobby Smith, 14 goals and 27 assists. They beat the Nords in a tight one on Tuesday, but in real life lost 6-4, which caused some consternation because that snapped a 9-game unbeaten streak. Mats Naslund on the left wing, 16 goals, 25 assists. Mike Keane, 11 goals and 5 assists on the right. The starting defenders, Chris Chelios, who had played till he was 48 years old. He played for Atlanta at 48. 7 goals and 27 assists. And Larry Robinson with a goal and 13 assists. And Patrick Waugh between the pipes. And his .253 save or goals against average and save percentage of .916. Michel Bergeron for the Rangers. Pat Burns. For Montreal. Deblois and Naslund out for the face-off as we get this one started. Naslund wins it. Chelios to Riche, Ludwig. In fact, we changed around the lines. We'll get to the new lines in a moment. Ludwig. Ludwig is starting on defense? Okay. He'll take the shot. And Freeze will freeze it. So it's Naslund, Riche, and Bobby Smith on the first line, with Chelios and Ludwig, Corson, Carbonneau, and Claude Lemieux, who just had a bunch of mouth work done after getting suspended. Something about a fight with the Bruins. I'm not making that up. Larry Robinson and Rick Green are the second defensive pair. The third line, Mike McPhee with Geeney and Russ Courtnall. And with Lawler and Donald Dufresne, the third line defenseman. Fourth line, Brian Skrudland, back in the lineup after missing a couple days, with Ryan Walter and Mike Keane. So Keane goes from starting to fourth line right wing. Oy and vey. So Naslund out there with Riche and Bobby Smith against Chris Nyland, John Ogrodnik, and Marcel Dion on the right. Are you kidding? So Chris Nyland, John Ogrodnik, played for the Adirondack Red Wings for a while, and the Hall of Famer Marcel Dion with Rudy Poshik and Mark Hardy. So Naslund hopes to draw this back. He wins the face-off. Naslund plays it to Smith, now to Richer behind the net. They'll cycle it around. They don't really like it. Ludwig has it. We'll take the long shot on Hardy from the right side, and Freeze will make the stop. And line changes coming for both teams. Guy Carbonneau with Shane Corson and Claude Lemieux. Corson was too good to be playing on the fourth line. Larry Robinson and Rick Green. That's a pretty good defensive pair. Jason Lafreniere at center. This line for the Rangers. Cammy's dad, Tony Granato, on the left wing for the Rangers. And Brian Mullen on the right. Dean Kennedy and Norm McIver. Norm's eyes aren't... That's a scary picture, isn't it? That's like something you'd see in a Stephen King book. The defense on that pair. You went to a 49 baseball replay and a hockey game broke out, says Todd B. Baseball back Tuesday. All-Star game will get uploaded tonight onto YouTube. That was a good game. So Carbonneau wins it, draws it back. Well, actually, he'll just take it behind the net. Got Corson on the left wing along the wall. Corson has it. Yeah, Norm looks like he should have been on Friends. Corson shoots. Freeze with the stop. Rebound is loose. McIver and Carbonneau fight for it. McIver's got it. The Rangers will skate it out. Kennedy, now Lafreniere, forced to clear it to center. Carbonneau is there. Montreal will bring it in. Corson across the line. Over to Carbonneau. He fires, and that misses high and wide left, and Mullen will have it. Everyone will change. Third line coming in, or an 80s teen. Yes! Yes, that could have been an 80s teen movie. He's off the ice now. And we won't believe any hot rumors on the 1st of April. I am wearing an Expo shirt, by the way. Nyland has the puck for the Rangers. Dion over the line. Nyland overskates it and will lose it. Here come the Habs. Bob Gainey to Dufresne. To McPhee over the line to Gainey. Gainey behind the net. Tries to find Courtnall in the middle. Courtnall's got it. One-timer, and Freeze will make the stop. Fourth shot for Montreal. Pochek and McPhee fight for it. Grabbed by the Rangers. Dion skates it up. He slaps it around for Chris Nyland. They now have it in the zone. John Ogrodnik. Ogrodnik, long shot from the center. Through lots of traffic. Scores! Ogrodnik with his 6th.
New York R goal scored by John Ogrodnik. His 6th of the season. Assisted by Rudy Poschek. Time of the goal, 3 minutes 50 seconds.
Ogrodnik had to shoot that through half of Montreal. And wow, I don't think you ever saw it. His 6th of the year, and Poschek's his 4th assist. So 16-10. And we'll bring out the 4th line for Montreal. The Rangers lead this one 1-0. So Simon Wheeldon, Jan Eriksson, and Brian Lawton, the forwards for the Rangers. 80s teen movie episode. That's Friend's hair from McIver for sure. But I would still kind of go for some sort of horror flick or Revenge of the Nerds 10. And we showed you Dean Kennedy, who looked like he drank some bong water in one of those movies. So Brian Skrudlin back on the ice with Mike Keane. And that's still not Ryan. Oh, it may be Ryan Walter, but it's not that Ryan Walter. Mike Lawler and Donnell Dufresne. Yeah, the Mets did Lindor for 10 years. Montreal? No, the Habs aren't playing well in real life, no. These Habs are 24-10-1. And what did Lindor get? $341 million for 10 years? I believe we see the Expos back in Montreal sooner than later. Third largest contract in MLB history behind Trout and Mookie Betts. So even at a hockey game, baseball breaks out. Good for the Mets. I read this morning that when the Lindor deal is done, they still have 4 more years left to pay Bobby Bonilla $1 million. Weldon and Skrudland on the face-off, won by the Rangers. Weldon over the line and loses it to Keane. Montreal on the rush the other way. Keane and Walter. Only Kennedy back. Walter. 1-on-1. Save. A glove and Freeze will freeze it. The Mets still have 3 more years at Cano, including his full year suspension this year. No one ever said the Mets were smart with money. So Skrudland, Walter, and Keane with Chelios and Ludwig. Lafreniere, Granato, and Mullen with Hardy and Pochek for the Rangers. First period, 1-0 Rangers. Skrudland wins the face-off in the zone to Walter. Ryan Walter behind the net. Trying to find Skrudland on the left side. Skrudland will skate. They'll fire and Freeze will make the save. 6 shot for the Habs. Oh, yeah. Now that the Wilpons are gone, much better team for sure. Of course, that game has been postponed because of COVID concerns. We don't know when the Mets and the Nats are going to open up. Indians have signed George Hendrick as an alternative to a strength and conditioning coach. Nyland and Skrudland on this face-off in the New York zone. Skrudland will be removed for Walter. Rangers win it. Petit sets it out. Now Marcel Dion over the line to Petit. Petit to Dion. Back to Ogrodnik. Ogrodnik skates around the net. Winds and fires, and Waugh saw that one. And Dion is hurt, and he's done. I think he broke his thumb. Yeah, I think his stick kind of cracked, and he got a splinter in it. So Lafreniere, Mullen, and Granato out there for the Rangers. Richer, Naslund, and Smith out with Chelios and Ludwig. And sad news to report. Ken Reitz passed away yesterday. Longtime Cardinal third baseman. Naslund and Lafreniere on the face-off, won by Montreal. Ludwig starts the rush up to Smith. Bobby over the line. Richer to Chelios. Richer has it behind the net. Bobby Smith is open right side. He's playing as a right wing in this one. Shoots from center, and Freeze will make the stop. We're joking about Hendrick here. He wanted the third base coaching position, but the Tribe balked at giving him a chair. You're bad. Robinson and Green come on. Yeah, Reitz was a pretty good fielder. Nyland and Grodnik and Erickson's going to have to take the extra line with Dion being out. Naslund wins it for Montreal. Richer. Now Richer behind the net with Smith. But Naslund's open in the middle. Naslund, long slapper. Rebound given up by Freeze. Got a pad on it. Richer behind the net. And he'll cycle it. Nothing there for Montreal. Green now has it. Green. Going to take the shot himself. Skates up right side. Slapper. Again a save. And that's a 9th shot for Montreal and a TV timeout. This is, of course, a Saturday, so it's hockey night in Canada. Shots are 9-2 in favor of Montreal, but the Rangers have a 1 and Montreal's got a nothing. 12:56 to go, first period. And on the ticker, Quebec has changed coaches. Ron Lapointe has kidney cancer, and they fired him. And so Jean Perron, who was the Montreal coach until this year, is now the Quebec coach. And Randy Burge has a goal on that one for Boston, 6 minutes in. Edmonton and Hartford. from the Al Red Sox Center and Orange Julius Factory, scoreless in the first period. Rangers and the Islanders and the Devils out in Uniondale, no score in the first. Flyers and Leafs going to the rest of the country on Hockey Night in Canada. They're scoreless in the first. And Tomas Steen has a goal for Winnipeg. They lead the Caps 1-0 in the first. So Todd B asks, as soon as I can hit the right button, can you choose who to pass to? And sometimes you can. The next time I get a situation where I can do that, I'll let you know. I'll slow down and show it. You have four face-off options when you're on the offense in the other team's zone. You can do a normal. You can do a draw back, which kind of gives someone else besides the center maybe a shot opportunity. Or you can draw forward, which is the most aggressive face-off. Or you can clear, which I don't know why you'd want to do that. So we'll draw this one back. Carbonneau and Deblois on the face-off. Carbonneau wins it over to Ludwig. Challenge down Ludwig. Okay, so here's a situation where you can choose what to do. Ludwig has the puck. He can shoot. He's got a 68% chance of putting it on the net. Or he can pass to a player that can take a better shot. So Corson, being number one, has got 2 stars. He's out. That would be an outside shot. Okay, Carbonneau behind the net, I can't pass to him. Claude Lemieux is 3 stars, and 3 stars is the best, and so he's down the right wall. Or Chelios, who's covered by somebody, and I really don't want to pass to him. So I will pass it to Lemieux, and Lemieux should take the shot. Does he? Yes, he does. Boy, that kind of worked out, didn't it? So Lemieux between the dots goes high, and Freeze will make the save. Don't always get that, but that's kind of how a scoring chance works in Action PC Hockey for those of you that care. All right, face-off coming again. Carbonneau and Lafreniere as we go back into play-by-play mode. Corson and Lemieux, Mullen and Granato, the wingers. Carbonneau hopes to draw it back for Montreal. Won by the Rangers. Mullen up the wing will dump it around. Lafreniere to Mullen. Penalty coming up on Montreal. Sandstrom, the extra attacker. Granato to Lafreniere. Oh, I'm just giving up, not everyone does, but thanks, Todd. Lafreniere. Weird angle shot, and Waugh got a piece of it. And Carbonneau gets called for the hook.
Montreal penalty to Guy Carbonneau. 2 minutes for hooking.
So Walter and Gainey will kill this one along with Chelios and Robinson. I didn't say that you didn't care, Todd, but just, break the immersion a little bit to show you how the game works. It'll be Lafreniere, Granato, and Ogrodnik. I'm kind of surprised there. There's a narrator. Yep. Just like the PA announcer at the arena. Now, if they had it, it would speak the play-by-play in French. I would do it that way. Hardy and McIver on defense here as the Rangers start their first power play. Montreal hopes to clear. Walter wins the face-off, and they do, all the way down the other end. McIver starts the rush for the Rangers. Granato, Ogrodnik at center. Now, okay, Granato dumps it around. Robinson will steal it, and Montreal will take the chance to clear. Rangers, not very good on the power play, 18%. That's good enough for 18th or 3rd worst in the NHL. Montreal can kill them. They've killed 81%. 60 or 6th in the NHL. Gainey knocked off by Ogrodnik, who steals it. McIver's got it. Rangers have it in the zone. Lafreniere behind the net. He skates around a low-angle shot. He shoots. Waugh gives up the rebound. Granato. He's going to get an immediate rebound chance. Scores! Tony Granato. Waugh was out for beer and pizza, and Granato had a wide-open net.
New York power play goal by Tony Granato, his 11th of the season, assisted by Jason Lafreniere, and by John Ogrodnik. Time of the goal 8 minutes 54 seconds.
So somewhere, Gardner's laughing because the Rangers are up 2-0. So Waugh gave up the low angle rebound and couldn't scramble back. And by the time it got to Granato's stick, that thing was wide open. There wasn't anybody in the net, and Tony just finished it for his 11th. Lafreniere, his 6th assist, and Ogrodnik, his 10th. And for, yes, because he loves the Montreal Canadiens, and they're losing. Why fools? No, the Bruins are his favorite team, which means that Montreal he can't stand. And so anytime the Habs lose, he loves it. The auto mod, by the way, or the Lorenzo auto mod, triggered on the word fools. As in, it's snowing in Cleveland. It's no April Fool's Day joke. We had snow here this morning, by the way. And this, you're up in Detroit for opening day, right? Yep, freaking is allowed, but not fools. I don't know. It is now. Deblois, Sandstrom, and Dahlin out there, along with the first line for Montreal. Sean Petit, the defenders. For the Rangers, up 2-0 halfway here in the first. Naslund wins the face-off. Dufresne. Penalty coming up on the Rangers. Dufresne wings it at the goal and misses that one high and left. And Sandstrom gets called for the trip.
New York R penalty to Thomas Sandstrom. 2 minutes for tripping. Time of the penalty, 9 minutes 11 seconds.
So Montreal goes, they're talking about canceling today. It's going to be a lot of games postponed today. I think the Yankees will get their one in, right? I think the rain stopped in New York. It's a good thing I didn't buy whatever I'm buying for a Major League Baseball package yet. So Erickson out there with Shaw, Petit, and Mullen to kill. Bobby Smith at center for this face-off with Richer and Lemieux. Ludwig and Green, the defenders. Erickson and Smith, won by Montreal. Richer hit by Erickson, and here come the Rangers. Petit clears it all the way down, and now Montreal will start. So this was supposed to be the first baseball opening day in '68 where everybody played, but tain't happening today, McGee, with all the cancellations with the weather and viruses and stuff. Lemieux will start this rush. Montreal's power play not very good. Yeah, the Red Sox are not playing. 15th in the league at 20%. The Rangers are very good on the kill. They've killed 81% for 5th in the NHL. Richer over the line, and he is offside. 9:59 to go. Deblois and Granato now the penalty killers, with McIver and Hardy. 2-0 Rangers, halfway home here in the first. Bobby Smith wins the face-off. He crosses the line. Richer loses the puck halfway home in the power play, and the Habs have done nothing. Second line, Naslund, Courtnall, and Carbonneau come on. Carbonneau over the line, and he again comes across as offside. 14 seconds left on the penalty to Sandstrom. And Montreal has spent most of it in their own zone. Erickson and Naslund on the face-off. Won by Montreal. Carbonneau quickly over the line to Naslund. Naslund between the dots shoots, blocked by Petit. Naslund to Carbonneau over to Chelios. Power plays over. Naslund behind the net. That's Courtnall down the left wall. Courtnall's going to take a shot. He does, and Freeze will knock it away. Shaw clears it to center. And Montreal will change. 8:37 to go. Walter will try to skate it in the zone. Keane hit by Petit. Rangers have it at center. Shaw. Rangers 2-0. Sandstrom dumps it around for Mullen. Penalty coming up on the Habs. Mullen, right wing shot, that misses everything, and the penalty is on Lawler.
Montreal penalty to Mike Lawler. 2 minutes for tripping. Time of the penalty, 11 minutes 58 seconds.
So back in the box goes Lawler. 2-0 Rangers. Dahlbach did make the opening day roster. And no, you get a face-off every time there's a stoppage in play. The only time you get one at center is I think in this era, is after a goal. But you get, roughly 45 to 60 face-offs per game. It's a young team for Boston. I'm not sure they're very good. Speaking of the Red Sox, I see that David Price has been relegated to bullpen duty for the Dodgers. Walter and DeBlois with the face-off, and Ryan Walter will win that one. Gainey dumps it all the way down, and DeBlois will start the rush with a minute 43 on the power play. Dolan 2-on-2 for the Rangers. Sandstrom pushes through, scores! Wow!
New York R power play goal by Thomas Sandstrom, his 12th of the season, assisted by Norm McIver, and by ULF Dolan. Time of the goal 12 minutes 32 seconds.
Wow, got beat glove side low, and Thomas Sandstrom with his 12th of the year. The Habs look out of sorts. The Rangers have 3 goals on 6 shots, and there's still 7:28 to go in the first period. Montreal was a goal favorite in this one in real life. So, wowzers, what a horrible effort for Montreal. McIver's 5th assist and Dolan's 8th. There must be something, I think, hidden. Someone's asking if there's some kind of momentum factor. I don't know. Yep, Patrick Waugh has not had a good first period. Wheeldon and Naslund out there for the faceoff, and Montreal wins this one. Smith over the right wing side, over the line to Green. Winds and fires, and Freeze will make the stop. That's his 12th save. So, face-off coming in the New York zone. Naslund, Richer, and Smith. Nope, not Roy. It's Wah. It's called the Jucket Factor. Hey, I had a tribute game where the team that I was actually paying tribute to won. Leave me alone. Naslund and Wheeldon again on the face-off. Won by the Rangers. Wheeldon skates it, dumps it around. Wah will play it back to Richer. Montreal, 6:55 to go in the period. Down 3-0. Richer. Left wing side. Shoots and out misses wide and right. Sandstrom. Rangers will change. So will the Habs. Kennedy for the Rangers to Ogrodnik, who's got 1 goal. Ogrodnik up the wing. Plays it around. Eriksson picks it up to Nyland. Back to Ogrodnik. They'll lose the puck. Everybody changes for Montreal. Lawler behind his own net will start the rush. Corson the other way to Carbonneau. Back to Corson. Long shot left side. Winds and fires, and Freeze gives up the rebound. Controlled by Carbonneau. Now to Dufresne. Over to Corson behind the net. He's got Lemieux cross ice. Lemieux can't get it as Ogrodnik was tripped by Corson, and there's no whistle. The Rangers are not a bunch of happy campers. Rangers change their D. 5:43 to go. First period, 3-0 New York. Ogrodnik to Eriksson in the zone. Now Hardy. Ogrodnik behind the net. Ogrodnik finds Hardy, and then now Nyland cycles it around. Ogrodnik, long shot left side, and Wah will make that save. He passes it to Lawler right in front of the net. Habs change, 5 to go. Chelios to McPhee. Penalty coming up on New York. McPhee the center. He shoots. That misses wide right. Hardy, and it's going to be on Pocheck.
New York R penalty to Rudy Pocheck. 2 minutes for slashing. Time of the penalty, 15 minutes 20 seconds.
So Chelios and Robinson on this power play combination. Smith, Richer, and Mike Keane. It's the old first line. Demblois and Granato will kill this one off for the Rangers with Shaw and Petit. And it's not Pettit. It's not Bob Pettit. It's spelt the same way, but it's Michel Petit. Bobby Smith and Demblois on the face-off, and it's won by Bobby Smith. Keane. Cross-ice pass to Chelios. Chelios, long shot, scores! Chris Chelios. Bing, bang, boom.
Montreal power play goal by number 24, Chris Chelios, his 8th of the season, assisted by Mike Keane. Time of the goal 15 minutes 36 seconds.
Well, Keane got it off the boards behind the net. He saw that Chelios was open, and that was a one-timer from Chelios. The Rangers were just kind of skating around, and Montreal gets on the board. They've had 14 shots in the period, but they still trail 3-1. So Naslund and Lafreniere out for the face-off. Hardy for the Rangers. Now Mullen. Right wing shot. And Wah with the stop. The puck is loose. Granato and Green battle for it. Green along the boards. Gives it to Robinson. Kicks it over to Richer. And they play with Robinson. Now Naslund over the line. Richer slapper left side. And Freeze will make that. Petit, yeah. I wasn't even thinking Andy Pettit. I was thinking the basketball player, Bob Pettit, which is spelled P-E-T-I-T. So TV timeout, 3:49 to go, 3-1 Rangers. So on the out-of-town Digital Tonight scoreboard, the Bruins lead Quebec 2-0 now as Cam Neely with the second of the year at 8:52. Edmonton has the first one in Hartford. Mark Messier at the 7-minute mark, 9:01 to go there. Los Angeles and Minnesota very early on there in Bloomington. Crucial Niski with a goal at 22 seconds. Yeah, Bob Pettit, this former St. Louis Hawk. The Penguins lead the Red Wings 1-0 early on in the first. Frawley, a goal at 2:41. Chicago and St. Louis are scoreless at Kiel in the first, and the Flyers have a 3-0 lead over Toronto in the first at Maple Leaf Gardens. Poulin has his second of the game at 8:07 of the first. Not sure St. Louis is a huge basketball town, to be honest. So Naslund, Richer, and Smith with Robinson and Green. Nyland and Grodnick and Erickson for the Rangers. Won by Naslund. Naslund now behind the net. They'll cycle it around. Naslund again. He's got Richer open on the left. Let's see if Shaw picks that up for the Rangers. He does. He tries to get there. Cross-ice shot at a bad angle, and Bob will make the save. Some shoving, and Larry Robinson gets called for the roughing.
Montreal penalty to number 19, Larry Robinson. 2 minutes for roughing.
So a rare case where the Rangers go on the power play, but they start in their own zone. Walter and Gainey, the forwards, Chelios and Dufresne to kill it. DeBlois with Dahlin and Sandstrom for the Rangers, McIver and Hardy. Yeah, I think support was a big deal in St. Louis. It just wasn't there. So they'll face off one by DeBlois. Sandstrom over the line, offside. 1:43 to go in the Robinson minor. 2:47 in the period. Lafreniere and Walter on the faceoff. Yet they had the spirit of St. Louis, one of the rare teams that actually had the nickname of the team before the city name. And wasn't Lindbergh from the St. Louis area? So that was named after the spirit of St. Louis, the first plane to fly across the Atlantic solo. And yep, on the play-by-play for the ABA team, a young Bob Costas who just turned 69 years old. Lafreniere and Walter on the face-off. Walter wins it. Down to Gainey, hit by Petit, the Rangers. Shaw over the line. He's going to have a slapper by himself. Shaw blocked by Walter. Petit's got it, though. They keep it in the zone. Petit with a slapper. Through traffic, blocked by Dufresne. Shaw is going to try the slapper himself this time around, and Wah will let the rebound go to Chris Chelios, and it goes to center before the Rangers come back out again. Sanderson dumps it around for DeBlois. Rangers playing tic-tac-toe. Sandstrom between the dots fires. Wah saw that one. Got a glove on it, left it behind for Dufresne. Montreal will clear, or try to clear. Gainey does, and everybody can change. Well, the power play's about over. How about that? Lindbergh was from Minnesota. Okay. Montreal changes on the fly. Dahlin to Sandstrom again. He shoots. That misses high and wide. I don't know why Robinson's back on the ice. So Montreal will change. Corson behind his own net to Carbonneau. Lemieux dumps it around and stolen by Dean Kennedy, and the Rangers will take the puck. 44 seconds to go, first period. 3-1 Rangers. Wielden dumps it around for Lawton. See if they can set it up. Sandstrom, he hurries and loses the puck. Carbonneau with 26 on the clock starts this one. Goes to center. At Green, Montreal trying to skate it over the line. Carbonneau to Robinson to Corson. 9 seconds to go. And trying to penetrate past Kennedy. He does. Corson at the siren. No. So a second and a half. Carbonneau just will try to get something going on here quick, and that will do it. So we played 20 minutes here at the Forum in Montreal. The Rangers, despite being outshot 17-10, outscoring chances 13-2, and only under one block shot, lead Patrick Roy and the Habs 3-1. We'll be back in a moment with the summary and the out-of-town scoreboard. Lindbergh was born in Detroit. I did not know that. And I'm sure, being a pilot, he did move around a bit over the years. Of course, was always in demand after his transatlantic flight. Here's how we got here. Ogrodnik, the lone even strength goal in the period at .350, his sixth of the year from Poshek. Then the Rangers got 2 on the power play. The first at .854, the first Tony Granato from Lafreniere and Ogrodnik. And then Tomas Sandstrom from McIver and Dahlin. Chelios on the power play. A tic-tac-toe pass from Keane at 15:36 to make it 3-1. Face-offs 18-6 in favor of Montreal. Shots 17-10 in favor of Montreal. The Rangers are being no hit, but that's a good thing. They have 4 hits. Montreal has none. Rangers 2 for 3 on the power play. Montreal. Yeah, 3-1. Montreal is 1 for 2. On the out-of-town scoreboard, 2:04 left in the first at the Garden. 2-0 Boston, nearly with the last one there. Edmonton 6 to go in the first over Hartford, 1-0. Minnesota trails Los Angeles 1-0 in the first. Pittsburgh 2-0 over Detroit halfway through in the first. Paul Coffey there with a goal. Troy Murray is a goal for the Blackhawks. They lead St. Louis 1-0 in the first. And Philadelphia, as they get close to Don Cherry time at the Gardens, Philly 3, Toronto 0. Poulin with 2 goals in that game. Happy opening day for those of you doing it. Yeah, your Lindros rookie cards are probably worth something, as all cards have shot up there. So if you have them, sell them now, because that boom will crash again. All right. So Naslund and Deblo are out for the face-off here. Rangers lead 3-1 as we start the second period. Deblo wins the face-off. Dahlin DeBlois, delayed penalty coming up on Montreal. DeBlois will shoot from the right side, and that misses over everything. And Ludwig gets called for the hold.
Montreal penalty to Craig Ludwig. 2 minutes for hooking. Time of the penalty, 16 seconds.
So Lafreniere, Ogrodnik, and Granato out there versus Walter and Gainey, Chelios, and Robinson. Did the All-Star game last night, John. That is available on Twitch as we speak and will be up tonight on YouTube. If you are a fan of Ralph Kiner, I suggest you watch. Walter and Lafreniere on the face-off in the Montreal zone, won by Ryan Walter. Robinson to Gainey, and Gainey clears it all the way down. And Michel Petit will start the rush, 15 seconds into the Ranger power play. Petit, Granato through center to Petit, hit by Walter. Montreal has it. Robinson tries to clear. Gainey will. No changes yet. 1:05 left in the hook call to Ludwig. Chelly leaves it for Robinson as the Rangers can't do anything with it. So Montreal sends it back down again. Gainey clears it all the way down. Now they can change. 28 seconds to go on the call to Ludwig. Hardy now starts the rush. Gets it around the board. Sandstrom has it. Sandstrom to McIver. DeBlois behind the net. Dahlin. Olfie will take the shot. Olfie shoots. Blocked by Dufresne. And that will kill it. The Rangers get nothing on the power play. And we're now at even strength. Lawler, Dufresne, up to Smith. Richer out of the zone, dumps it around. Smith has it. Penalty coming up on the Rangers. Richer. Lemieux is an extra attacker. Richer. Long pass to Claude Lemieux by the blue line. Claude skates up. Winds and fires. Freeze gives up the rebound. Controlled by McIver. Now to Richer at center. There's still no waiting for the power play or the penalty to actually be called. Richer to Naslin, dumps it around for Richer. He's going to have a shot left wing side. He fires. Freeze gives up the rebound again. Richer's got it. We still haven't officially started the power play. Bobby Smith open at center. Richer tries to find him. Does he? Yes, Smith fades away. Shot scores! Bobby Smith. His 15th.
Montreal goal scored by number 15, Bobby Smith, his 15th of the season, assisted by number 44, Stephen Richer. Time of the goal 3 minutes 16 seconds.
So they waited and waited and waited, and the Rangers could never touch the puck to set up the power play or the penalty kill. And Richer waited. Smith on his backhand beat Freeze top shelf. So number 15 has his 15th on the year, and it's now 3-2. McIver 2-minute hook will go off the board because Montreal scored. Yeah, ID Jester did his MLB season prediction show. I know he had Tony Porter and RJL 518 as his guests. We did the All-Star game in prime time. The 49 replay back in earnest Tuesday at noon right here. Tuesday at noon, Thursday at noon, and Wednesday night in prime time. 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific. We get ready to start the second half of that season. The Yankees up by 6.5. The Cardinals by 3.5. Lafreniere and McPhee for the face-off. 16:44 to go, second period. Won by the Rangers. Mullen takes it over the line. Lafreniere with a slapper, and Waugh will make the stop. Sweeps it behind for Larry Robinson. Gainey clears it only to center, taken by Shaw of the Rangers. Over the line, the Rangers change, but get it in. Eriksson dumps it around for Ogrodnik. Back to Eriksson. If Gardner's still here, Marcel Dion is with the Rangers, but got hurt. So he's out the rest of this game. Eriksson fires, blocked by Rick Green. We've talked a lot about baseball today. Don't worry about it. Gainey's got it. Habs will change up their defensive pair. Gainey sets up the breakout. Courtnall on it. Courtnall, Dufresne. Montreal playing tic-tac-toe. Penalty coming up on the Rangers. Gainey, left side, one-timer. He shoots, and Freeze will make the freeze. So Shaw gets called for the hold.
New York R penalty to David Shaw. 2 minutes for holding.
Yeah, he plays a lot when he listens to me, so it's all just entertainment anyway. Bobby Smith at center with Richer and Claude Lemieux. Erickson and Mullen for the Rangers with Hardy and Poshek. If he's here, is it Froze? Bob used to be the goalie for the Blues. I don't remember him with the Rangers. But he's in the net for the Rangers. Montreal's outshot the Rangers 21-11. The Rangers 3-2. And Montreal going on the power play. Erickson wins the faceoff. He carries it out over the blue line. 3-on-3. Rangers shorty bid. Ludwig with the check. And Montreal finally will start the rush. Green to Bobby Smith. In the Rangers zone to Ludwig. They play, and Erickson hits Richer. And the Rangers will clear it all the way out. 1:08 to go in the power play, 14:40 in the second. Montreal changes. The forwards, Green, hit the button run. Green to Naslund. Tight check around Pochek. Now Naslund tees it up right side. Over Freeze, and Freeze gives up the rebound. Is loose. Naslund has it. He skates it behind the net. Courtnall in the left circle is going to try to get it. Naslund loses the pass, and the Rangers, stolen by Naslund, goes behind the net. The Rangers couldn't clear it. Out to Green for a blue line special. Green with the Kmart shot. Freeze with another rebound. Bounces away to Naslund. The power play is over. Naslund has it. Going to try a wraparound. He shoots, and Freeze stands tall. John says that Dish Network stopped the regional sports networks. No Giants, Sharks, A's, or Kings anymore. Ouch. And so DirecTV is putting a dish up right now. Timeout on the ice. 13:15 to go in the second period. It's the Rangers 3, the Habs 2. And on the out-of-town scoreboard, we've gone to the second period of Boston Garden. Still 2-0 Bruins. End of 1 at the Al Red Sox Fan Mall, Ice Arena, and Orange Julius. Saw that Pat was taking the Al names for that. Edmonton 1, Hartford nothing. 7:02 to go in the first in Bloomington, and still 1-0 Los Angeles. Pittsburgh is a 3-spot on Detroit in the first period. Dave Hannon had the last goal. 2-1 Chicago over St. Louis. Vincelette for Chicago put them ahead again at 11:30 the first. And Toronto in the second period finally has a goal. Tom Fergus at 5:31, and the Flyers still lead at 3-1. Al does need a tip jar for his Orange Julius habit. We make our own Dunk coffee now. Thing is, around here, you'd probably have people who'd want to taste it. So McPhee, Gainey, and Courtnall out there for the forwards with Chelios and Ludwig. DeBlois, Dahlin, and Sandstrom out there for the Rangers with Petit and Shaw. Face-off should be drawn back. McPhee wins it. McPhee looks for Chelios down the left side. And Chelios will take the slap shot. Yeah, there definitely is something in the water. No, I still drink Dunkin' Donuts coffee, but we make it at home. You can buy it in the stores. Chelios shoots, and Freeze makes the freeze. And Petit and Chelios wish each other a joyeux Noël.
New York R penalty to Michel Petit. 2 minutes for roughing. Montreal penalty to number 24, Chris Chelios. 2 minutes for roughing.
The robot voice got it right. It is Michelle Petit. I have no idea. We were there a lot. Hey, DJ John got a Digital Dice coffee mug and shirt. And coffee never tasted so good. You actually, Todd, I think asked that as a joke. Do they add maple syrup up there instead of sugar? And you can. I get lattes from the coffee place we do go to, if I'm eating something savory, with a shot of maple syrup in it. Yes, I do. McPhee, Gainey, and Courtnall out for the face-off with Robinson and Green. Still 5-on-5. Lafreniere, Granato, and Mullen. After the roughing, won by the Rangers, Granato sets up the breakout. Mullen behind the net. Lafreniere's got it. Back to Granato. Moves it over to Mullen. Loses the puck. Still through 3-2 Rangers. 12:23 second period. McPhee dumps it around for Courtnall. Over to Gainey. Shaw with a hit. That was too hard. Power play coming up. Gainey's got it. Going for Naslund. The extra skater out by the blue line. Naslund skates it up. He shoots. That's wide. And that'll be touched by Granato.
New York R penalty to David Shaw. 2 minutes for roughing. Time of the penalty, 8 minutes 9 seconds.
So that wasn't just a hit. That was called a digital dice tower. What a wonderful idea. There's someone that makes them. I wonder if they watch the hockey stuff. I'll bring it up when we do the next show. You want 20%. So Smith, Richer, and Claude Lemieux out there with the face-off with Lawler and Robinson. DeBlois and Granato to kill this one with Hardy and McIver. Hey, thanks for watching, John. We'll be back with the baseball on Tuesday. Go Habs indeed. Smith and DeBlois on the face-off. Lawler's got it to Richer. Granato with a hit. The Rangers, odd man rush the other way, 3-on-2. McIver, DeBlois, and Granato. McIver up the ice, 1-on-1. Wow, with the save. Plays it to Robinson. And as they would say in Philadelphia, John, good night and good hockey. Habs will start. Robinson. Rangers change up. Smith behind his net, skates it up the ice, dumps it around, but they can't do anything with it. All right, Jays and Yanks about to start for real. So thanks for watching. $50 seconds left on the power play here. Green will change up. Now Lemieux over the line to Richer. Richer loses the puck. McIver is there. This game's gone awful slow. Mullen gains his own. Stolen by Smith. Thought I changed. 13 seconds to go on the power play. Both teams changed. Naslund over the line. 2-on-2. Slapper for Naslund. He shoots. And Freeze will make the save, and that will do it for the power play. So McPhee, Gainey, and Courtnall against Wheeldon, Lawton, and Sandstrom. 9:51 here to go in the second, and we've played it almost an hour. Wow. McPhee and Wheeldon. Montreal wins it. Courtnall to Lawler. Gainey behind the net. They'll cycle it around again. Lawler's got it. Lawler takes a shot on the left side. Winds and fires, and Freeze will make the stop. Rebound is controlled by Sean. The Rangers get it to center, but only to Montreal. Courtnall back over the line to Gainey. They pass it around. McPhee will penetrate past Lawler or Lawton, and McPhee overskates it and is knocked off the puck by Shaw. The Rangers will have it. Changes are coming for both teams. 8:39 to go in the second. And Sandstrom sends it down, and they whistle it for icing. So Skrudland, Keene, and Walter on the ice, with Chelios and Ludwig. Face off in the Ranger zone. Lafreniere will take it for New York. And they win it. McIver over the line of Granato. One-timer left side. Tony shoots. That misses everything left. Puck bounces to center. McIver has it. Leaves it for Kennedy. Mullen dumps it around. Granato to Mullen. Delayed penalty coming up on Montreal. Mullen with a shot right wing. He shoots. That misses wide. And the penalty's going to be on Ludwig.
Montreal penalty to Craig Ludwig. 2 minutes for holding. Time of the penalty, 12 minutes 16 seconds.
Yeah, I can fit in 27 minutes of hockey in 6 minutes. Absolutely. Lafreniere and Walter out for the face-off as Ludwig gets called for the hold. Gainey, the other forward, along with Chelios and Robinson. Granato and Ogrodnik out there with Lafreniere. Shaw and Petit will patrol the blue line for the Rangers. Lafreniere got it, but Montreal wins it and Robinson clears. And with 1:40 to go, Petit will start the rush. Shaw, Ogrodnik at center. Dumps it around for Lafreniere. Petit has it. Gainey takes it away. 1:20 to go on the power play, and Montreal sends it all the way down. Montreal changes everybody halfway home in the power play. 6:42 in the period. Dahlin dumps it around for Sandstrom. Right long shot. That misses everything high and left. McIver has it to Sandstrom. Deblois behind the net for the Rangers. Deblois skates it around. Low angle shot left side. Scores! It's 4-2.
New York R power play goal by Lucien Deblois, his 5th of the season, assisted by Thomas Sandstrom, and by Norm McIver. Time of the goal 13 minutes 54 seconds.
My regulars are starting to turn on me, gang. We'll first talk about the goal. Deblois had it. He tried to skate it out to find somebody there. And he just took the shot himself. Played a little tic-tac-toe with Sandstrom and McIver, and Deblois put it low, and Waugh has given up 4. So it's 4-2. The Rangers only have 13 shots. And they've scored 4 times. Montreal doing a Dave Gardner syndrome. 2 goals on 27 shots. Naslund, Richer, and Smith for this one. What? The All-Star game I wanted as a standalone at night. Because if television was there, and if they had realized that you could play these things at night, especially with black and white cameras, yeah, Ebbets Field, it was like I said, if you are a fan of Ralph Kiner, watch that ball game. Deblois and Naslund on the face-off here, won by Lucien Deblois. Sandstrom gets it. Dahlin from Sandstrom. They pass it around. Sandstrom behind the net. Dahlin with a one-timer in traffic. He shoots. Wow! Got that knuckler, and we got a timeout. 5:34 to go in the second period. It's 4-2 New York. And on the out-of-town scoreboard. No, I know you were just being silly. The Bruins lead the Nords 3-0. Nords fired their coach with kidney cancer. Isn't that great? I'm not making that up. Linsman with the goal to make it 3-0 Boston. That came at 4:41 of the second. Hartford has tied up proceedings at the Al Red Sox fan hot dog and Orange Julia Center. Kevin Dineen with a goal at 5:44 of the second. 1-1 there. Messier has a goal for Edmonton. That first goal by Krushelnyski is held up. The Kings lead the North Stars 1-0. Second period at the Igloo. It's 3-0 Pittsburgh over the Red Wings. 2-1 Chicago over St. Louis as they start the second period. And 8:02 to go at Maple Leaf Gardens in the second. Tom Fergus has Toronto on the board, but it's 3-1 Flyers. So first line out versus the fourth line. Naslund, Smith, and Richer. Yeah, these are some fun teams, aren't they? Rangers up 4-2. Naslund wins the faceoff, gets it out of his zone. Bobby Smith has it. Over to Richer. Wrister left side. Stefan shoots, blocked by Petit. Richer behind the net. Bobby Smith trying to find him open in the slot. Smith has it. He fires and scores! His second of the game.
Montreal goal scored by number 15, Bobby Smith, his 16th of the season, assisted by number 44, Stefan Richer. Time of the goal 14 minutes 59 seconds.
Well, it was 15 for 15, and now it's 16 for 15. Richer found Smith's stick. And that's all he saw of him, and Bobby went high. Yeah, we mentioned that Ken Reitz passed away at 69. A very good defensive third baseman. Won a World Series ring at 82. 69 is way too young. I'm told he died yesterday, and the family wanted it held until other family knew, and the Cardinals were to release a statement today. I read that, I think, on the baseball passings group, or one of the baseball groups I belong to on Facebook. Carbonneau and Chris Nyland, who's been a good boy. He's got a 0 in penalty minutes. So it's 4-3, 5:01 to go, first period. And if you're leaving for the Yankee game, you can find us later on Twitch for the next 2 weeks, and of course YouTube tomorrow. So Carbonneau and Nyland on the face-off. Nyland kicks it out, but Montreal's got it. Ludwig. Carbonneau over the line. Montreal trying to tie. Carbonneau behind the net. Looking for Claude Lemieux down the right wall. Claude Lemieux. He shoots. Freeze with the stop. And yeah, we're going to get a fight before this one's over. Believe you me. Deblois and Carbonneau on the face-off. And it's won by Carbonneau. Corson to Chelios. Carbonneau behind the net. Finds Chelios, or will try to find Chelios. Cross-ice pass hit by Dahlin. Here come the Rangers. Deblois. Shaw. Now Sandstrom. Deblois. Rister left side. From the circle. Wow. Will give up the glove save. Sandstrom and Chelios fight along the boards. Won by Chelios. Kicks it around for Ludwig. Line changes are coming. Gainey over the line to Courtnall. Now McPhee. Rister right side. He shoots. That misses high and right. Petit's got it. Rangers will change their defenders. Granato to Mullen. Now Hardy fresh on the ice. Left side. Waugh will make that stop. Sends it out to Lawler. Mike Lawler skates it out. Courtnall in the Ranger zone to Lawler. Now McPhee behind the net. Wants Gainey on the left dot. Gainey's got it. Between the dots. And Freeze has stood on his head most of this game. That's the 30th shot for the Habs, and there's still 2.5 to go in the second period. They've outshot the Rangers 30-16. So Nyland, Ogrodnik, and Eriksson. Marcel Dion was in this game for the Rangers, but he hurt his thumb on a broken stick and won't be back. Nyland wins the face-off. Kennedy breaks it out to Ogrodnik. Skrudland just got nailed, and there is Wow. Wow. That should have been a penalty. The form starts to ooh and ah. Dufresne tries to skate it over the line. Keane does. Hit by Eriksson. The Rangers have eaten their oatmeal. Nyland to Ogrodnik. Backhand from a bad angle on Waugh. And I believe Keane got deflected that one. He won't get credit for it. Skrudland now behind the net. Chelios and Ludwig on defense for Montreal. Skrudland over the line now to Keane. Right side shot. Freeze. Makes an easy save. Bounces away. Ogrodnik will clear it. And New York starts. Ken Reitz holds the record for most career plate appearances. That's 5,079. Among non-catchers who finished their careers with fewer walks than times he grounded into a double play. And the comment back is interesting, and absolutely. First line coming on for the Rangers as we get back to the hockey game. They clear it, but they can't control it, so Montreal starts the other way. Ludwig to Walter over the line. That was supposed to be a line change. Walter shoots and scores! We're tied! Ryan Walter.
Montreal goal scored by Ryan Walter, his 7th of the season, assisted by Mike Keane, and by number 24, Chris Chelios. Time of the goal 19 minutes 12 seconds.
Walter let off a knuckler, one of those heavy sinking knucklers. Don't leave early is right. And Freeze got a piece of it, but it was over the line. So Walter with his 7th, from Keane his 7th, and Chelios his 28th. We still got a period to go. So Naslin's line is out there. Lafreniere, Granato, and Mullen, and a 4-4 tie. Last minute of the second period, Mullen comes across offside, 31 seconds. I'm going to get some water because I finished my coffee and my throat's going. You need something, so hold on 1 second. So Reelden and Naslund in the nail biter. Naslund wins it. Now Richer out of the zone, and that's called for an icing. 14 seconds to go in the period. Rangers led 3-0 at one point, and Montreal has chipped back to tie us at 4. It was 3-0 in the first period on the first 6 shots. Nyland and Naslund on the face-off. Won by the Rangers. Can they do something? Erickson will. Right wing. Wah! Makes the save. Rebound is loose. Erickson and Ludwig fight for it. Ludwig's got it. Montreal will clear. And that will be the end of the second period. Well, 15-7, the shots in favor of Montreal. And they put 3 up on the board. We've played 40 minutes. It's the Habs 4, the Rangers 4. On the last broadcast before Christmas, at least in 1988, this is Montreal Canadiens Hockey on Retro Sports Network. Well, 4 goals in the second period. Bobby Smith with a pair for Montreal. His 15th came at even strength of .316 from Richer. DeBluan, the power play, made it 4-2 Rangers. His 5th from Sandstrom and McIver. And then Bobby Smith made it 4-3 New York with at the 14:59 mark from Richer. That's an interesting combination there. And then Ryan Walter put them ahead at 19:12. Thank you, dear. As I get handed a Gatorade to make it 4-4. His 7th from Keane and Chelios. So 15-7. Hold on. Lots of penalties here, but no fights. 15-7, the shots in favor of Montreal. They've still outdone the faceoff 27-15, but the Rangers have out-hit them 10-2. On the scoreboard, the Bruins lead the Nords halfway home in the second, 3-0. Yes, Ron does get ringside service. Edmonton pulls ahead of Hartford at the Red Sox Fan Center 2-1. Adams at 10-17 in the second. Still no update from Minnesota. That's been at 2:04 the first for a while. That's what you get when you have the Pony Express deliver scores. Pittsburgh leading Detroit halfway home in that game 3-0. Chicago 2-1 over St. Louis in the second. And near the end of the second period, it's 3-1 Philly over Toronto. No, you know what? Pod jokes, no nachos. Guess what I had for lunch? All right, I'm taking a drink, and then it's DeBlois and Naslin on the face-off. The good thing is they wait for me. DeBlois on the face-off. He wins it. Rangers have it, but they lose it to Montreal. Naslin. 4-4 tie. Just the start of the third period. Smith over the line. Behind the net. Going to feed it down to Chelios at center. Blue line special. He shoots, and Freeze makes the stop. 19:10 to go in the third period. 4-4 the score. Nyland and Naslin out there for the face-off. Won by Chris Nyland. Nyland's got it, dumps it around, loses it at center. Chelios will scoop it up. To Richer in the Rangers zone to Chelios. Penalty coming up.
Penalty to Chris Nyland. 2 minutes for hooking. Time of the penalty, 1 minute 24 seconds.
I think the bigger takeaway from Chris Nyland finding the box on the hooking call is that we waited till end of the third period before we got called for it. So McPhee, Corson, and Keene out there with DeBlois, Granado, Petit, and Shaw for the Rangers. Lawler and Dufresne, third line in. Corson. Drink the Gatorade too fast. Down the left wall to Lawler. Lawler shoots, save. Petit clears it to center, but not all the way down. Corson at center ice. Gains his own. Going to take a slapper left side. He shoots, and Freeze makes the save with a stick. Shaw for the Rangers trying to kill it. Granado does kill it all the way down the other end to Lawler. 17:49 to go in the regulation time. A minute 13 in the power play. Lawler. Montreal's got 2 shots on this power play. Keene dumps it around for McPhee. They pass it around. Corson behind the net. No one open. Montreal will recycle, as so should you. Corson again, and nobody around there again. 39 seconds to go. Now Corson's going to penetrate past Erickson from the left side. Corson does get around him. Shoots, and Freeze closes the legs and makes the save. Puck is loose. Mullen and Keene fight for it along the board. Led by the Rangers. Mullen clears it out, and the Rangers kill the power play. Montreal changes. 16:36 regulation time. Bobby Smith now in the zone to Richer. Cross-ice pass. Left side, Freeze will do just that. And again, there's been some pushing and shoving and some I don't like the socks you got me for Christmas stuff, but we've not had a fight. 16:17 to go in regulation time. 4-4 the score. DeBlois and Naslin out on the face-off. And the face-off was won by DeBlois. They gather it. They get over the line, does DeBlois. And Shaw will lose the puck. Montreal starts it the other way. Penalty coming up on the Rangers. Bobby Smith going to shoot through a screen. Winds and misses horribly to the right. And it's going to be an Ulfie.
New York R penalty to ULF Dolan. 2 minutes for hooking. Time of the penalty, 4 minutes 18 seconds.
So, Ulfie get called for the hook. So, Skrudlin, Courtnall, and Carbonneau with Chelios and Robinson. DeBlois and Granado for the Rangers with Shaw and Petit. Just in case you're wondering about power play chances, the Rangers have had 5, and they've scored on 3, and Montreal has had 6. And they've scored on one so far. Skrudland and Deblois on the face-off. One by Brian Skrudland. Chelios. Goalie is screened. Carbonneau's in the way. Chelios shoots. Freeze did see that one. Leaves a rebound for Chelios. Chelios pushes it up to Skrudland in the left dot. Skrudland will shoot. Skrudland saving the rebound. The rebound by Chelios. Chelios from the blue line. Cross ice pass to Carbonneau. Carbonneau. He shoots. Scores! Was that Carbonneau or Skrudland? It's Carbonneau, and Montreal has pulled it back.
Goal by Guy Carbonneau, his 13th of the season, assisted by number 24, Chris Chelios, and by Brian Skrudland. Time of the goal 5 minutes 7 seconds.
And so on this Saturday before Christmas 1988, Montreal has had the best present. They were down 3-0. And they've got it all back. They lead 5-4. The Rangers' defense has fallen apart twice now on the power play. Chelios found a streaking Carbonneau between the dots. And Carbonneau, I thought Skrudland actually got a piece of that. He did not. Freeze went one way and the puck went the other. And so that's 13 from Carbonneau. From Chelios is 29th. And Skrudland is 12th. Nyland and Carbonneau on the faceoff. One by Nyland. Eriksson over the line, offside. So that's the 40th shot for the Habs. They've outshot the Rangers 40-17. Carbonneau and Nyland on the faceoff. One by Nyland. Kennedy. Eriksson over the line to Agrodnik. Lemieux with a hit. Montreal. I changed you. They changed the defense. Lemieux to Corson. Over the line again. Carbonneau looking for another one. Here's Rister. Saved by Freeze. And he'll hang on. 13:59 to go. Fourth line on. Skrudland, Keane, and Walter against Lafreniere, Granato, and Mullen. So our next projected hockey game, Monday night at 8. And that's the way it should have been all along, but we got sick and COVID shot and other things. So Monday night will be hockey in prime time. Tuesday and Thursday at noon will be baseball, and Wednesday night will be baseball. So 4 nights or 4 days a week. Monday through Thursday, right here on Retro Sports Network. Skrudland and Lafreniere are out for the faceoff. One by Montreal. Skrudland behind the net. Going to stretch to find Walter on the left side. Walter has it. He shoots. Keane deflects it wide. Lafreniere clears it out, but only to center. Rick Green to Walter over the line. Walter behind the net. They'll cycle it. Walter to Keane. Keane has now Walter open in front of the net. The Rangers aren't playing him very tight. Can Walter get the pass? He does. Point blank range. He shoots and Freeze does it. And we get a TV timeout. 12:49 to go in the third period. Montreal 5, New York 4. Thanks, Jamie. So on the scoreboard, we'll start bottoms up here. Detroit finally has a goal as they get towards the end of the second period. Pittsburgh 3-1. Burr, not Raymond or Aaron, at 6:47. Chicago has opened up on St. Louis. With 6:01 to go in the second, they now lead 6-2. Third period, they're halfway home. It's still 3-1 Philadelphia. Boston has a 4 spot up on the Nords. Randy Burridge has 2 goals. They start the third. Edmonton 3-1 up on Hartford now in the third. Acton for Edmonton. I believe our next hockey game is going to be Montreal will go on the road after Christmas. Edmonton and Calgary, and I forget which order we're doing those, but you get them both. And L.A., as again, that clock hasn't moved in a good 4 minutes. So it's still 1-0 Kings over the North Stars. What do you think? Skrudland and Deblois on the face-off. Deblois wins it for New York. Sandstrom clears it all the way down before it's touched by Rick Green. 12 and a half to go here at the Forum, the Saturday before Christmas. Keene to Robinson. He can't maintain control. Petit dumps it around for Shaw to Dahlin to Sandstrom. Sandstrom to Dahlin. Between the dots. He shoots, blocked by Robinson. Walters got it. Montreal will eventually change. Richer behind the net up the ice. They dump it around for Bobby Smith, who's got 2 goals. Back to Richer. Left wing side. That misses everything wide right. And over the glass, and some little kid from Laval got a Christmas present. So 11:19 to go. 42-17, the shots in favor of Montreal. And since you can't see me on this opening day of baseball season, I'm wearing my own Washington Nationals jersey with my name and number over a Montreal Expos t-shirt. And I'll wear a Red Sox jersey tomorrow. Naslund and Lafreniere on the face-off. Lafreniere wins it. Hardy to Granato, dumps it around. Picked up by Mullen. One-timer for Mullen. Right side, misses badly to the right. Puck is loose. Richer's got it. Montreal wants it out. 10:58 to go in the hockey game. Richer by the bench, over the line, overskates it. Has Bobby Smith open in the slot. Tries to find Smith. This would be the 3rd time today. If it happens, Smith shoots. Oh, what a save! What a save by Freeze. Granato breaks his stick and the whistle's blown. So fresh line out for both teams. Nyland and Carbonneau out there. 10:26 to play in regulation time. Nyland wins the face-off for the Rangers. Eriksson over the line to Nyland from Ogrodnik. Nyland shoots. Waugh gives up the rebound. It's loose. Eriksson's got it. Takes it behind the net. Finds Kennedy. Then to Eriksson, who's hit by Robinson. Montreal will try to do something here. Corson breaks it out down the right side. Dumps it around for Lemieux. Claude Lemieux finds Corson. Left wing side. That misses high and right. McIver's got it for the Rangers. Ogrodnik dumps it around for Nyland. Ogrodnik will have it. Penalty coming up on Montreal. Ogrodnik, that will miss to the left, but we got a power play.
Montreal penalty to Claude Lemieux, 2 minutes for tripping. Time of the penalty, 10 minutes 41 seconds.
I don't know why when I'm hitting the buttons putting in the wrong line, but it is. We got it right. So Claude Lemieux got one pretty much on his reputation there. I'm not sure that was an actual trip. Pat Burns doesn't think it's a trip, and he's letting the officials know it. Dave Gardner puts down the watchman because he was watching the Nordiques and Bruins game and says, "Don't argue with me, Pat. You're not my coach yet." Deblois, Sandstrom, and Dahlin. Aw, thank you, D. Scott. So Walter and Gainey will try and kill this with Dufresne and Lawler. Deblois, Sandstrom, and Olfey out there with Sean Petit. 9:19 to go in the 3rd. 5-4 Montreal. Sandstrom, as the Rangers win the faceoff. Petit slaps it. Wow! Gives up the rebound. Petit's got it. New York sets up again. Petit, another slapper. In traffic. Blocked by Bob Gainey. Lawler. Montreal clears it to center, but not all the way. Sandstrom dumps it around. Waugh will play it. Leaves it for Lawler. 8:31, a minute 12 to go on the Lemieux penalty. Gainey. Hit by Shaw. The Rangers have it. Dahlin behind the net. They couldn't clear it. Dahlin goes around. Dahlin with a shot. Deblois in front of the net. Dahlin shoots. Wow. Gives that one up. It's a rebound. Petit has it in the corner. Petit, a rocket. Scores! Waugh never saw it. The Rangers.
New York R power play goal by Michel Petit, his 4th of the season, assisted by ULF Dahlin. Time of the goal 12 minutes 16 seconds.
Waugh kind of lost where he was in the program. And Petit just rang it over his shoulder. That's the 10th goal of the game. The Rangers have 5 on 21 shots, and that's their 3rd power play goal of the game. So 7:44 to go in regulation time. Naslund and Wheelan on the face-off. Won by Chelios. Smith over the line. Richer left side. He'll shoot. Freeze with a save. And again, oh!
New York R penalty to Brian Lawton. 2 minutes for roughing. Montreal penalty to number 26, Mats Naslund. 2 minutes for roughing.
No, Todd, this is right in the heart of the high-scoring era. 10 goals would be a lot. 8 to 10, I think, is what you would expect. There were some powerful teams. And, of course, you get power plays. The Rangers have had 3 power play goals. Was Montreal's in the 3rd? Yeah, I mean, we've had 6 power play goals in this game. That's a lot. So 5-5 the score, 7:28 to go regulation time. Wheeldon and Carbonneau on the faceoff. Lawton and Naslund got caught for being chippy. Lemieux has it over to Carbonneau behind the net. They will cycle. Corson to Carbonneau. Hardy with a knockoff. Here comes Pocek. Rangers will change. 6:58 to go. Rangers. Mullen down the left side. Dumps it in for Waugh. Sends it out to Ludwig. Montreal will change. Robinson through the middle. Dumps it around for Keane. Over to Skrudlin. Long shot from the center. Free saw that one all the way. And we'll have a face-off. 6:26 to go. 58 seconds left in the matching minors from Naslund and Lawton. I am stunned, especially with Chris Nyland on the ice, or on this team, that we've not had a fight yet. Shots 45-21 in favor of Montreal. Lafreniere beats Skrudlin on the face-off. Petit breaks it out for Granato. Delayed offside. Granato finally takes it back over. Walter with a hit on Mullen. Here comes Montreal. 6:09 to go. Skrudlin to Keane through center. Now Green over the line. He'll take a wrister. Freeze again with the save. And there's 5:53 to go. Well, this one's pretty much had everything but Yul Brenner. Nyland and Carbonneau on the face-off. 5:53 to go. Nyland wins the face-off. Pocek breaks it out. Ogrodnik dumps it around for Nyland. Eriksson. They play tic-tac-toe. Chelios is a broken stick if they can take advantage. Ogrodnik has a shot. He's in close. Ludwig can block. Wow! The final arbiter there knocked it down. Leaves it for Smith. Canadiens will change defenders. 5:17 to go. Richer hit by Pocek at center. The Rangers have it. Nyland to Ogrodnik. Ogrodnik hit by Smith. Montreal again. We'll change forward lines. 4:46 to go. Corson hit by Pocek. The Rangers have it at center. Lafreniere over the line to Granato. Mullen. Slapper. Right side. Waugh again with a stop. Lawler. They clear it, but only to center. 4:12 to go. Mullen. Lafreniere. They dump it around. Waugh will leave that one for Lawler. And Montreal will rush back. You know, it'd be okay to have a bot. I wish they would say something else, though. Just saying. Lawler to Corson. McIver with a check along the boards. Mullen clears it all the way down, but not far enough for an icing. $3:15 to go. Gainey dumps it around and back out. The Rangers have it. Dahlin 3 minutes to go. Sandstrom. Slapper. You could have been a contender, you know? Sandstrom fires. Wow, with the stop. Rebound in front. Loose. Controlled by Ludwig. Kicks it out to Chelios. 2:43 to go. Courtnall. And a bang-banger here at the Forum. They dump it around for Courtnall. McPhee flings one from center. Freeze. 47 shots. Allows the rebound. Controlled by DeBlois. Rangers skate it out. 2:29 regulation. 5-5 the score. DeBlois. Rangers change. McIver hit by McPhee at center ice. Montreal's got it. Gainey. They'll try to get it over the line. McPhee to Chelios. Gainey. The wily vet shoots. Blocked by McIver. The Kennedy. Rangers clear it. Not far enough for an icing. 2 minutes to go. Somebody will call a timeout in a moment. Gainey's got the puck over to Keane. And Keane comes across offside, and we have the TV timeout. The shot's 47-24 in favor of Montreal. But the scoreboard is all fives. So Quebec on the board. Gillis at 3:01 of the third to make it 4-1 Boston. Hartford makes it 4-2. Martin at 9:08 of the third. Minnesota and LA 2-1 Kings now. Duchesne at 14:42. Detroit has tied Pittsburgh, by the way. McLean at 10:43 of the third. Is that Johnny Mac? Chicago 6-3 over St. Louis. Gino Cavallini with the most recent goal at the 3:14 mark. And Philadelphia and Toronto have been 3-1 for seemingly forever with 2 minutes to go. It is a fantastic finish presented by Alcoa. Because you can't wait for tomorrow. You can wait for tomorrow, but Alcoa can't wait. Naslund and DeBlois on the face-off. 1:47 to go. DeBlois wins the face-off. Dahlin at center. And the Toronto Transplants have just scored the first run of the MLB season. They lead the Yankees 1-0. Mullen. Granato. Lafreniere. Somebody. Petit. Is it over the line yet? Mullen. Yep, Brian Mullen is going to take the shot. Wrister. Left side. Circle. Wow, with a stop. And a save and a hold, and the Rangers will call that timeout with 90 seconds to go. The Toronto Transplants. That sounds like something that would be sponsored by Hair Club for Men. It came from my butt, but now it's on my head, and I look so much younger and sexier. And remember, I'm not just the president. I'm also a client. All right, DeBlois and Naslund out for the face-off in the Montreal zone. 90 seconds to go in regulation time. Smith will take the draw. Naslund's removed. Rangers win it. Petit to Dahlin. Over to Sandstrom. Tomas Sandstrom, right wing side. He'll shoot. Wow, with a stop. Leaves it behind for Green. 1:23 to go. Some smarty in the chat said Wade Boggs is the owner, and that's probably true. Rick Green. Naslund through center. Bobby Richer tries to get it through. They're in the zone. Richer to Naslund. Now to Richer behind the net. Nobody really open. 1:06 to go. They'll cycle it. Naslund to Richer. Richer will try to penetrate past Shaw. Can he do it? He can do it. He protects the puck. Richer fires and Freeze makes the stop. 58-4 on the clock. It looks good, but you got to part it down the middle. So Naslund and Lafreniere on the face-off in the New York zone. Last minute of regulation in a 5-5 tie. Lafreniere wins the face-off. Nyland at center for the Rangers. 50 seconds to go. They change. Ogrodnik over the line to Nyland. Ogrodnik, Nyland behind the net. He's going to wrap it around. He skates out. He shoots. Wah! Makes the save. 36 to go. And Montreal is content to play for overtime at this point. Deblois and Carbonneau battle for it. Montreal wins it. Lemieux at center. 25 seconds to go. Corson over the line. They play tic-tac-toe. Corson going to penetrate past Olfe. He's going to try to. He does. This is to win the game. No! Freeze holds on. And with 10.5 seconds to go. We'll get you a commercial because I need a drink, and then we'll go right into the overtime if that's what it takes. Carbonneau and Lafreniere on the face-off. Won by Carbonneau, but they won't get a shot off. And so it's 5 minutes of overtime to go. And I would get your sister on speed dial because you might have to kiss her. We've played 3. And that's not enough. It's 5-5. Well, the wife asked when you were done, and that was about a half hour ago. Well, she won't have too long to wait now. It'll be Wielden and Naslund on the face-off. It is in the rules in this era, 5-on-5. It's 5 minutes. We either have a goal or a tie. And so Wielden will win the face-off for the Rangers. Wanton chips it back down, but they can't control it. Ludwig will start for the Habs. Naslund over the line to Chelios. Now to Richer. Richer really close. Gonna try and penetrate to get even closer. He does. He'll shoot. Freeze! Does it again! 50 shots for Montreal. This game is longer than a Gardner chat involving a hey with a Ron story. May it please the court. So Nyland's line is on. No change for Montreal. Remember, Montreal still has their timeout in their pocket. Naslund wins the face-off over to Richer behind the net. Naslund is open if Richer can find him. Naslund with a slapper. He'll shoot. Scores! Mats Naslund wins the game!
Montreal goal scored by number 26, Mats Naslund, his 17th of the season, assisted by number 44, Stefan Richer, and by number 24, Chris Chelios. Time of the goal 1 minute 11 seconds.
Well, for the 17,000 plus here at the Forum, it will be a joyeux Noel as Mats Naslund completes the comeback. Stefan Richer, his 3rd assist, and Chelios, I believe, had 3 assists in this one. Naslund slapped it past Freeze, 51 shots, and it's 6-5. And that will do. The goal came in a minute 11 of the overtime period. So let's do your 3 stars. Marcel Dion broke his thumb on the broken stick. He'll be back January 9th. Bob Freeze had 45 saves. Chris Chelios, 3 assists. Stefan Richer, 3 assists. And hey, of course we wanted Montreal to win. Your number 3 star tonight, Stefan Richer. He had 3 assists in his first start. Chris Chelios, a goal and 3 assists. The number 2 star. And Bobby Smith, his 2 goals in the second period were huge. He is tonight's number 1 star. The final score from Montreal, 6-5. Yeah. Give it up. All right, other scores. Hey, glad you enjoyed across the NHL. Bruins 4-1 over Quebec. Randy Burridge with 2 goals in that one. Boston, 37 points, good for second in the Adams. Edmonton and Hartford tie at 4. Mark Messier with 2 goals there. Wayne Gretzky is not a star. The Kings beat the North Stars 3-2. Los Angeles within 4 points of Calgary for number 1 in the Smythe. The Islanders, in a game that got forgotten on the ticker, beat New Jersey 4-1. One of the Sutters with a hat trick there, and Smith with 32 saves and maybe only 40 penalty minutes. Bob Airey wins it for Pittsburgh. They beat Detroit 4-3. St. Louis came back. That was 6-1 at one point. Chicago hangs on to win 6-5. Detroit, at 33 points, leads the Norris. Philly did beat Toronto 3-1, pulling the number 1 star, Ronnie Hextall, with 38 saves. And the game that also fell off the ticker, Winnipeg beat Washington 5-4. Brent Ashton with a hat trick. So I believe we won't do that one. I thought I chose that one. You know what? All right, Monday night in prime time. It's the Kings with Gretzky against Montreal. And so our last 2 December broadcasts will be the Kings and the Flames. I'm Ron Juckett. Thank you so much for watching. We'll talk to you the next time. So long, everybody.